Welcome to Revealing the Narc. Join me as I highlight narcissistic traits in celebrities and public figures. Everything here is in my opinion and not professional advice. If you enjoy the analysis, please like and subscribe. In this video, we're going to dive deep into some eye-opening claims about Meghan that have recently surfaced. Allegedly, she's making headlines again for her leadership style or lack thereof, reportedly threatening her employees' jobs if they, in quotations, embarrass her. Before we continue, I want to mention that I'm not a therapist. I grew up around a lot of narcissists in my life, and my stepmom is a malignant narcissist. The behaviors that Meghan displays are very similar, in my opinion, to my stepmom, and it is for those reasons that I believe Meghan is a malignant narcissist. So let's get into this article. The article is titled, Meghan Markle Threatening Employees' Jobs for Turning Her into an Embarrassment. Meghan Markle threatening to sack her team after becoming a heap of embarrassment. This article was released on December 1st. That's a great way to start off the holiday season, am I right? Meghan Markle has reportedly been fuming in rage at her team in recent weeks, even threatening some of them because they made her a laughingstock and turned her into a heap of embarrassment. A report about the entire thing has been shared by Radar Online, and reportedly, Meghan is furious at the delays which have been going on for months. I just did a video about this. She claims she's the CEO of her company. She's the one steering the ship, and she has no one to blame but herself. She's the one in charge. How could you not blame the one in charge? Be accountable, Meghan. Take some responsibility for the things that you're doing. But we know that she can't do that. So that's like expecting a fish to fly, right? The article continues, she feels she has been made a laughingstock amongst the California elite because she can't even get a simple trademark over the line without basic errors, the outlet reports. So much so that now she is threatening to sack her team if they don't get her brand trademark. Meghan, it's not just among the California elite. The article continues, plus all she has got to show for her efforts is a few pots of jelly, bags of dog treats, and a whole heap of embarrassment right now, and she wants this to change, and pronto. They also revealed near the end of the entire conversation. For those unversed with the issue, Meghan Markle has been unable to get her luxury brand trademark, and it has only 6 months to address this entire issue or risk having it deemed, I don't want to say that word, just in case I get in trouble. So there are claims that Meghan has been ruling with what you can call an iron fist. She sends angry early morning emails, she berates employees, she blames others for her own missteps, and she's accusing her staff of turning her into an embarrassment. All of these things that are being mentioned, we've heard describe Meghan before. We know when she was at Buckingham Palace, people would get upset because she would send emails at 5 a.m. and, she would say that that's an American thing or whatever. And she didn't, that wasn't supposed to be something offensive to people. It was just a to-do list, I guess, for people, allegedly. And now, here's another report of her sending early morning emails, but now we're seeing it described as angry. She berates employees. We know that she did that a lot. I've heard in other articles or other sources that she will usually pick one person and berate that one person in front of everybody else. So what is this? Why does she do this? What does this tell us about her as a leader? It tells us that she uses fear in order to control people. These allegations create an environment where employees will feel constantly on edge. And this kind of leadership, it doesn't inspire loyalty. It actually fosters resentment. So just out of curiosity, have you worked under someone like this? If you did, please drop it in the comments below and let me know. I have worked with someone like this, and I can tell you right now that when there is fear like that, it doesn't let innovation happen, because people might have good ideas, but they will be nervous to explain something or mention something for fear of being the one that will be in Meghan's sight, right? So this is a really, really bad way to be a leader and run a company, in my opinion. I also want to ask you, because she uses fear to control everyone professionally, and I'm wondering if you think that she uses that in her personal relationships as well. Drop that in the comments too, please. So another thing mentioned here is that Meghan allegedly blames her employees for making her look bad. This is classic narcissistic projections. Instead of reflecting on her own actions, she is blaming others. In my opinion, I think this is a defense mechanism that protects her from confronting her own accountability. I'm wondering, have you dealt with someone like this? I'm sure you have. Feel free to drop that in the comments. There have been reports that Meghan is so obsessed with perfection that she rejects advice from trusted experts because she believes in her own judgment, which is a mistake, Meghan. To Meghan, any failure is catastrophic to her image. So she's constantly trying to do damage control and make sure that things don't look, at least publicly, at least to the outside, to be a failure. What's really ironic here is that in the article that I discussed a few days ago, Meghan claims that she's content and enjoys her role as CEO. If that's true, why is she threatening employees and sending angry emails? There's a disconnect between the image that she is projecting publicly and what goes on behind closed doors. And then, of course, there's Harry. There are reports that suggest that he enables Meghan's behavior by supporting her unquestioningly. I think things have changed in the last few months or so since those reports came out. But just to talk about it a little bit, enablers play a huge role in these types of dynamics, and they shield the narcissistic person from being accountable. And I believe that's happened a lot in Harry and Meghan's relationship. Just a thought, this professional separation really is distancing Harry from whatever is going on with ARO. I think maybe Harry at this point has recognized and he has stepped back from this project, is not associated with this project because he no longer wants to enable her, at least professionally. At the end of the day, these claims give us a lot to think about. What do you all think about Meghan's leadership style, leadership approach? Do you think it's any way related to how she treats people in her personal life? In my opinion, it does. We have heard so many reports of bullying allegations from happening in Canada when she was working on Reitmans, to in the UK with the royal family, to Archewell and being in the United States. These are things that demonstrate someone's character. And then you factor into that the way we've seen her look at Harry, push Harry. It really shows the signs of someone who is, how do I say it? Not ideal to be a leader. I personally would not want a boss like her or a partner. I wouldn't want any relationship to someone like her, in my opinion. So I'm wondering what you all think about this. Please let me know in the comments. If this was interesting to you, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you all soon. Goodbye.